Welcome back to day 97. I'm Captain.
And I'm Sunshine.
And it's nice to have this intro back, isn't it?
It is nice to have the Osmo camera back on the pole, so you're not just looking up our nostrils. We are still walking.
And still talking.
And we are going, well, today's a wild card. We are up and starting early at 6:30. 6:30? 6:30. It is, how many degrees is it this morning? It is 82 degrees already. As we said, I think last night, it is supposed to be insanely hot. Over, I think in the hundreds today, like 102 or something. So we want to go 21.9, but we're just going to play it by ear and see how it goes and see if we're feeling it. We're packing out a ton of water today. I don't even know how many, because we have little bottles, big bottles, some Gatorade, probably at least 4 liters of liquids each, I think. There's limited water supply in the beginning, and then it's just going to be so hot. So hopefully we're going almost 22 today. I am 5 minutes into my new set of the topos that I adore, you guys, and this new color is so fun. I'm just so happy with them. I love them, I love them, I love them. I'm gonna go buy every single pair they have left. Welcome to our first U-turn on the trail. That's trail speak, guys. Captain is certain we are going the right way. I'm not quite sure if I would have noticed this without you, Captain. So which way do you think we're going? Down under the river. I mean, under the bridge, under the river. All right. That wasn't so hard, was it?
No.
So you are going to see your sister in 2 days. Are you over the top excited?
Yes.
For rest or seeing your sister?
Both.
Both.
What's there to hold in the light of this moon? My mind keeps searching, but my heart decides. Thoughts can be cruel, they're not mine to own. The space unravels when you let go. What's yours, it ain't mine, that energy goes today. The feather in the fire will blow it home your way. Moon mother, open your arms. Moon mother, this madness has begun.
We are going through a ton of wide open fields this morning. It feels like we're on the Camino. So cool. But so glad that we're doing this early because the sun is already brutal. And I can't imagine doing this in 103 degree weather today.
Each step is chosen to reveal the light. Days left wondering, am I back here again? The shadow inside.
We just did an insane climb of a mile. But it was never ending. And although there's a little breeze right now, it's 90 something. I don't know, 95, 96. The humidity is insane, guys. I couldn't tape it going up. I was just like stopping every 30 seconds. So two things, and I know our vlogs are weeks behind, but I still think this will be helpful because it is summertime. We just crossed a road and I saw a gentleman going southbound. I said, hey, how you doing? He's like, I'm not doing well. I'm getting off right there at the road. It was just a couple steps behind me, so he was okay. But he hiked yesterday in the heat, and I don't remember how many miles he said he hiked, 17, something like that. And he was feeling fine, but today he woke up and is not feeling well. So he looks like the type of man, or at least from talking with him, that was doing his electrolytes, drinking plenty of water, resting, doing all the things. It's insanely hot. It has been between like 80 and 95 for a good 3 weeks, I would say, of the last month. And when it's not 80 to 95, it's like in the 70s. It hasn't been like in the 40s or 50s or anything. For us hikers out here, that's really, really hot. The new norm for like the hike, the norm for most hikers is carrying out 2 liters of water. The new norm is 2. Today I think is 3, and today I think we carried out almost 4 liters. And the last 6 miles, which is all down, we're going to be having a half a liter. That's how much we've drank. The water sources are limited. And I just listened to a friend's vlog and I was taking a break, and she's just entering into New Jersey and we're barely into Pennsylvania. And she said the water sources were all dried up because it's so dry, right? And she said they often had 18-mile carries between water sources or towns. That's a lot. So if you live near a junction for an AT crossing, please drop off a cooler with some water. It can just be from water bottles that you've used at home that you fill up your your house water with. Stick it in a cooler with ice and leave it at a trailhead. Maybe just put a phone number on the cooler. I got an itchy nose. Put a phone number on the cooler that someone can call you when it's empty, or you can check back. We really, really, really appreciate it. And we haven't come to any emergency situations, but I've heard people have, and in the event we did, I'd want to know that there was some water there. So please, if you have the time or whatnot, it's greatly appreciated. And for those of you who are doing it, at least till this heat wave ends, thank you so much. Anytime I see anything like this, I vlog it. Just to give you, that's my way of saying thank you. It is really so appreciated. Like, you don't have to do anything fancy. It doesn't have to be Gatorade, although that's lovely. It doesn't have to be soda. It can just be plain old water with some ice. Thank you. Crazy ass terrain today. And if you look at my hand, I don't know if you can see it, but my hand is actually dripping with sweat. That's how hot it is. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Things to share right now, guys. So Captain is using, what bug spray are you using? Uncle Ben's?
Yes.
So he is using, let's see it. Boom, 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 boom. Show me. Uncle Ben's. Does it have DEET in it? Can you see on there?
Yes.
So I can't do DEET because it bothers my allergies, and so I'm using this lemon eucalyptus. I haven't used it yet on this trail. I'm going to use it right now because the bugs are getting bad. I'll let you guys know. If it doesn't work, I'll let you know. If you have something natural, I can't do essential oils either because they bother my allergies, then let me know because I would love a suggestion, something that travels easy and whatnot. Okay, so Captain is going to, right now, since we're only carrying out a couple days of food, he's carrying the bear can with all the food, and his feet are really bothering him. It's time for new shoes, which he'll have in 2 days. Tomorrow's his last day hiking with these, and so I'm going to take the bear can because my pack is super light and doesn't have much in it right now, and we are packing out a ton of water, but I decided, Captain, that I'm getting rid of something that you've been talking about getting rid of for a while, and I've suggested you keep it.
What is that?
Something we never use. What is it that we never use?
Zero shoes.
And we never use the camp shoes. And so, how many times have you worn yours? Twice?
Maybe, I don't even think that once.
Camp shoes are for camp, right? You get into camp, and I really feel like they're for people who get in at like 4. Is that a snake? Oh, that's a snake in that tree, Largo.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, you guys, hold on a second. Oh, right? Is that it right there? In that hole, coming out of the hole. Oh, it is a snake. His head moved. Okay, he's not going to jump on me. Oh, he's looking at me though. I'm going to go away and give him some privacy. So I think camp shoes are really of great value if you're the type of person that gets into camp by 4 and you've got hours and hours. But we are not those people. We get into camp, we loosen our shoes. Oh, the bugs. We eat, we put up the tent, we go to bed. And so the only time they've really been of value to me, they've never been of value to Captain, to me has been on 0 days and we go into town. And honestly, most of the time when we're on a 0 day, we go into town for maybe an hour, 2 hours, and then we're feet up, working on our computers or resting or something. They are fabulous shoes. You have the Zeros. I absolutely love them. They're just not something I would wear. I just can't see myself wearing them long term in the future, but you never know. There's something else I was going to get with it. I have decided to get rid of my hat. I'm not going to carry a hat anymore. I just have worn it a couple times, and if it's that sunny, which never happens, happened yesterday, but it's so infrequent, I'm just going to use the umbrella. So I'm really on a quest looking at my pack saying what can go, because I want a lighter weight pack. I think it makes a huge difference, especially when we're doing these kind of, we're getting 20s at this point, 18 to 20 miles days. Do you have anything you're going to get rid of or anything else? You've gotten rid of a lot of stuff in your pack, but...
I barely have anything.
You barely have anything. It's all chargers.
I have power cords, chargers, my sleep mat, the tent, and then that space.
Yeah. So we've talked about this a bit before, and I'm going to continue to talk about it as things unfold because I know this is something you all, especially those that want to Thru-Hike, you want success and you want to be able to complete it and you want to know what the secret sauce is. And I'm not going to say I know the secret sauce, but what I am going to say is that you're going to have to suffer, and I love that word, but a little bit. And that means that if you're missing family and the people you love, you're going to have to suffer through it if you want this. If you're missing food, your belly's missing food, then you're going to have to suffer through it. If your feet are hurting, or you've got tendonitis, or I don't know, whatever other things people get, I'm just making reference to the things I have, you're going to have to suffer through it, and you're going to have to hike through with a little bit of pain, either in your heart or your stomach or your body or maybe elsewhere. Now, I am not encouraging people to hike in any situation that causes them any type of long-term physical damage or mental damage to themselves. Okay, but what I am saying is when the going gets tough and it gets hard and you miss people or your belly's dying for food or your body's hurting, you got to suck it up. You got to suck it up if you want this. And I guess, sunshine might not be so sunshiny right now, but that's a reality. But that's the tough love situation of it. You can't say, well, I could have done it if my feet weren't aching, or I know I could have done it if I didn't miss loved ones, or I know I could have done it if I had better food. Yeah, everyone could do it if that was the case, and that's why, and the success rate, or I don't want to say success, because I still think when you're doing it, it's still a success, whether you complete it or not, but the completion rate would be much higher. The reason the completion rate is so low is because when it gets hard mentally and physically, unless you have an injury or you're suffering from depression or anything like that, okay, there's a little asterisk, you got to muscle up and you just got to do it. And it may sound tough lovey, I guess it is, But it's the reality. I'm seeing people out here on, let's recenter this, on very small budgets, hiking in flip-flops, really, really missing the people they love. And here's how I feel about pain and missing people and all that kind of stuff. Most of the time, it's temporary, which means it's 6 months of feet aching, or 6 months of eating crappy food, or 6 months of missing the people you love. And then what do you, I'm not used to having the good camera back, I'm all over the place. And then the question becomes at the end, what comes out of this? What do you bring back to those loved ones? What do you bring to yourself that makes you a better friend, partner? What do you realize in your body that you didn't realize before that enriches your life and all of the lives around you? If it's worth doing, it's not going to necessarily, and worth the result, it's not always going to be easy. And I love, Will and I were talking about this yesterday, and let me see, I got to remember exactly what he said. He said, I mean, to the effect that the harder it is, the greater the growth is, right? And the less people that are doing it because it's hard. So this is not me, oh, that's Will right now. This is not, I'll be right back, honey. This is not me saying, oh, you're terrible because you didn't finish, or you're weak, or anything like that. Not at all. What I'm saying is, to those of you who are thinking about doing this, it's not going to be easy. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I would even say harder than childbirth. But what you get out of it in the end will be worth it. And I'm not even at the end yet, but I think it will be worth it. Welcome to Cooking with Sunshine and Captain. What are you eating, Captain?
Lasagna.
Are you tired of those meals yet?
Nope.
I'm eating muesli with berries from Europe. I love these, you guys. If anyone's going to Europe and wants to bring me back some, France, you can get them. Okay, so that climb just about killed me. It just about killed Captain.
Nope.
He's not going to admit that it just about killed him, but
I'm unkillable.
Let's see, what else can we tell him? So we're at the top. We're having a quick lunch, I guess as quick as it can be when you heat up water. Then we've got a 6 mile down and a little bit of straight, and we're gonna try and, we'll probably do that in about 2.5 miles. And then we're gonna stop at a restaurant and have a second lunch, right?
Yep.
And then we're trying to decide what we wanna do. We've got 5.9 miles left if we wanna hit 29 point something for the day, with 2.6 of that.
21.
21? Oh, 21 point something, okay, excuse me. And then we have, a really big climb. So it's gonna depend on the weather and how we're feeling, how far we're gonna go. I don't know. We're undecided right now. We're having a hard time making any decisions. So I know we kind of sound like blah, blah, blah on this.
We need to eat first.
We need to eat first, exactly. We'll circle back, guys. We are done with first lunch. It's 1:15 and it's well into the 90s at this point. We have 1 liter of water each, which on an uphill, I wouldn't think would be enough. But going down, I think we're gonna be okay. I can't believe how much we've drank today. I mean, really, it's insane. I'm glad we packed it out. All right. Just met this Thru-Hiker, and he has an interesting story about his trail name. I'm not gonna share his trail name because I want to protect his privacy, unless I meet up with him again and he says, share me. But he is using his real first name because throughout his life, he has not been called by his first name. So it's a bit of a novelty to be at this point and actually hear his given name being used, which I thought was a really cool reason to keep your trail name. And I can relate since I have Sunshine, which if you haven't seen that vlog, I don't remember what number it is, but you have to go back and check it out of the whole explanation. But I was supposed to be named Sunshine. And so I wasn't. And so now I'm kind of honoring that, and it feels good to me. I feel sunshiny. All right, guys, it is It's hit a high of 95 or 96, I saw on my thermometer. It's 10 minutes to 3. In 2 miles where we're stopping, we will have completed 17 miles for the day. We are done. We're just beat. This has taken so much out of us. I can't remember where we started. We're ending in Duncannon at route, I think, 11 and 15. We're okay. I don't want you to worry about us, but we're done vlogging for the day and the night. We're just, Captain's shoulder hurts a little bit, and we're both just completely depleted. And please don't worry. We have drank a ton, like 4 liters of water, I think, each, a Gatorade each, 2 electrolyte drinks in our water. So we've taken the proper precaution, but we have decided we are not going to go, even though there's still daylight left today, we're not going to go the 21 point something that we were going to go, because we just don't feel it's safe. We're both, the heat is really impacting us, and we're not sick or anything like that, or feeling lightheaded or nothing, or we're not dehydrated, but we need to stop for the day. So thank you so much for joining us today.
And we will see you.
Wait. Best and worst, Captain.
Best part.
Yes, Captain.
Having the flat in the beginning.
Having the flat in the beginning. Best part for me is that we were both able to recognize when our bodies were done for the day before anything obviously bad or dramatic or harmful happened. So I'm proud of us for that. Worst part of the day, Captain?
This. My shoulder's not feeling great.
His shoulder isn't feeling great. And it's weird, we were just sitting having lunch and he said, my shoulder hurts. And the worst part for me is it's 95 degrees. And I'm gonna say, I'm sunshiny, but I do have to voice a little complaint here. I think this 80 to 95 degree weather for like 3 weeks now, minus a day here and there, is enough. Give us some cold weather, please. All right, guys. Captain?
That's gonna be all. We'll see you on day 98.
Day 98, you guys. Live the dash. So, as I was saying, that's really zoomed in now. How do I zoom it out again? Like that? He did say he recognizes, he watched our videos. Thank you. I think we're getting recognized a lot more on the trail at this point, because a lot of the people that were meeting started later than us. Because remember, we had got off for that month for Captain to do his exams. So they were watching videos before they launched on the trail. And so we're running into them now, which is really, really cool. Again, thank you to anyone who watches the vlogs. We truly, truly appreciate it. We love having you along on this journey. We love your positive energy, all of it. So